It's all right. In continuation with the previous one, so here we are discussing regarding the calculation of the centroid of a semicircle. So where if you look at here, the integrations are varying from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So we have calculated what is the area of this one. So that will be area of this OMN, which is equal to 1 by 2 r into d theta. So here if we integrate this entire area with reference to 0 to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, so that what we will get. So I have rewritten the equation, so that will be 1 by 2 r square into d theta into 2/3 of r cos theta. So here if we integrate this equation with reference to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, so that what you will get, you will get the centroid of the given circle. So here various list of formulas has been tabulated for depending upon the reference axis and the centroidal axis. So here if you look at the, here we have tabulated different shapes, and again what is its corresponding area, and similarly with reference to x-axis, that what you will get with reference to y-axis, so that what you will get. So here this is what the figure which will talks about. So here let us take the first rectangle. So before we going for this, so what I am keeping here is at this end is one reference axis, and similarly this one is one reference axis. So this entire figure is locating in the first quadrant. So here this is at the vertical axis, and similarly this one is also on horizontal axis. So these two are the reference axis, and similarly your x-axis, here this x-axis will be your symmetrical axis, and similarly this y-y will be also your symmetrical axis. So here with reference to y-y, you can cut into two equal parts, and similarly with reference to x-axis, you can cut into two equal parts. So here for the rectangle, so the area I can call it as, so this one will be the b and this one will be the depth d. And similarly, what is the x distance with reference to this y axis? So this vertical axis, so that vertical reference axis, so that will be b by 2. And similarly with reference to the x axis, so I can call it as the, what is the vertical distance. So from this is the reference axis, and similarly this distance, so this distance will be d by 2. So what is the CG of my rectangle with reference to this reference axis, and similarly this reference axis? So that will be equal to b by 2 and d by 2. And the next one we have a triangle. So here what is the area of the triangle? The area of the triangle will be half into base into height. So base will be b and height will be d. So here what is the x distance? So right now this one is also I am keeping in the first quadrant. So whatever, if you take whatever the figure, all the figures we are keeping it in the first quadrant. So that will be, so here is one vertical axis with reference to base, we have a horizontal axis. So here with reference to vertical axis, my horizontal centroidal distance will be b by 2. So this is total width b, whatever the half distance, so that will be b by 2. So that will be your x bar. What is the y bar distance you will get with reference to this end? With reference to your horizontal reference axis, your distance will be 1/3. So that will be d divided by 3. Suppose if you are coming from this top end, so that will be 2/3 of total d. And similarly we have one more, so that will be the right angle triangle. So this is also same, that is half into base into height the area, and again x distance will be b by 3, and similarly the next one will be d by 3. So here this one you will get b by 3, and again with reference this axis, what you will get, d by 3. So that will be total b by 3 and d by 3. And the next one will be a circle. So what is the area of your circle? So that will be pi r square. So here the CG distances of your circle and semicircle and quarter circles are different. Why? Because if you, let us say this will be the entire circle. So this circle I am keeping in the first quadrant. So this is the vertical axis, and similarly this one will be the horizontal axis. So this entire figure is locating in the first quadrant. So here you can fold your circle into four equal parts. Either you can fold into two equal parts. So with reference to this vertical symmetrical axis, we can fold into two equal parts. So then what is the distance which left here? If you fold with reference this axis, the distance with reference to this reference axis and the symmetrical axis will be, that will be r. Either I can call it as d by 2. In the same way, if we fold with reference to this axis, so horizontal symmetrical axis, so you can fold this upper part which will coincide exactly on the bottommost part. But where is the reference axis? The reference axis will be here. What is the distance? From here to here, the distance will be d by 2 or r. So your x bar will be r, and similarly your y bar will be r. So what is the CG distance? CG distance will be r comma r, or else d by 2 comma d by 2. And the next one we have a semicircle. So here in semicircle, what is the area of your semicircle? So that will be pi r square divided by 2. So here, if you see, so this semicircle, so here this is again in the first quadrant, but only half of the circle. So the half circle will be your semicircle. So now I am keeping this one in the first quadrant. So what is your x bar? So x bar will be this distance. So here I can cut your semicircle into two equal parts with reference to vertical axis. That will be vertical symmetrical axis. So I can fold this right hand side and left hand side in equal parts. So here whatever the replica of this right hand side, I can exactly coincide here. So this acts as my vertical symmetrical axis. With reference to this, what is the distance I have from OY axis to this CG? So that will be d by 2. So here from here to here you will get d by 2. But here if you take this vertical horizontal symmetrical axis, I cannot cut because the topmost one will not coincide exactly with the bottommost one. So in that condition, so whatever we have derived in previous case, so that will be for the semicircle with reference to this reference axis, whatever the distance you will get from here to here, this will be 4r by 3 pi. So your y bar will be 4r by 3 pi, and similarly your x bar will be d by 2. So your CG distance is locating at this one. So that will be your total CG distance will be x bar, which is equal to d by 2, and similarly y bar, which is equal to 4r by 3 pi. So both are positive values because both are lying in the first quadrant. And second, if you look at here, this is one more semicircle we have, but it is located in the fourth quadrant. So whenever the sign conventions are totally depending upon the quadrant in which your the figure is lying. So now this one is, so now for your derivation purposes, all the figures we are keeping it in the first quadrant, but for whenever if it comes across in a problems, so sometimes you may get in second quadrant, you may get in third quadrant, and you may get in fourth quadrant. So based upon the position of your the figure in which quadrant it is lying, I supposed to take the distances. So here if you look at this, so this is inverted semicircle. So inverted semicircle means what? It is locating in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, my x distances will be positive and my y distances will be negative. So here, so if you cut this circle in with reference to vertical axis, so you will get exact equal replica here. So that will be your x bar distance, what you will get. So that will be d by 2 positive d by 2. But what about your y bar distance? Anyhow, I am not getting exact replica of the topmost one on the bottommost position, but still I will get the values will be same. So that will be 4r by 3 pi. The way we have got here 4r by 3 pi, here also will get the same value. So that will be 4r by 3 pi, but the change will be what? The sign convention, because it is lying in the negative y-axis. So that will be minus 4r by 3 pi. Is that understood? So now if you take this one here like this in this quadrant, so that will be fourth quadrant like this. So here the vertical symmetrical axis I will not get, but I will get the horizontal symmetrical axis. My y bar distances will be, so here minus d by 2, and similarly my positive x will be plus 4r by 3 pi, because x bar will be in positive case and y bar will be in negative case. So that will be plus 4r by 3 pi, and similarly minus d by 2. And again the quarter circle. Quarter circle means what? 1/4 circle. So here this 1/4 circle, again I am keeping it in the first quadrant. So here you will not get any of the symmetrical axes. So that's why your x bar distances will be, so here if you move from here to here, So that will be 4r by 3 pi, and similarly your y bar will be plus 4r by 3 pi. So that will be your CJ distance will be 4r by 3 pi and 4r by 3 pi. For this quarter circle, we have a derivation. We can do how we did it for your semicircle. You can take one small the triangle component or the area, take a small elemental area, and corresponding to that apply the limits of integration. Anyhow, the limits of integrations are varying from 0 to pi by 2, right? So if you have done 0 to pi by 2, and obviously what you will get, 4r by 3 pi at one end, similarly 4r by 3 pi at the another end. So this is how. So here you're supposed to keep it one thing in mind. Depending upon your reference axes, your CG distances will vary. But whatever we have done here, so all these were I am keeping in the first quadrant. So here this is my reference axis, this is reference axis. So here this is also a reference axis, and similarly this one is also one reference axis. So right. So here I'm repeating one more time. For the rectangle, the x bar will be this x bar will be b by 2, and similarly this y bar will be d by 2 with reference to this axis, and similarly this axis. And again here the x bar distance will be b by 2 and y bar distance will be d by 3. And similarly for this whole circle, so x bar distance will be r, that will be d by 2, and y bar distance will be r or d by 2. And the next one will be semicircle. For semicircle, so this one your x bar distance will be d by 2, and similarly your y bar distance will be 4r by 3 pi. So this is lying in the first quadrant, so that's why I'm getting both positive values. So here if it is in the fourth quadrant, your y distance is negative, so that's why I'm getting 4r by 3 pi, and again your x distance will be plus d by 2. And again the next one we have for this one, so and again for this kind of position, so that what I will get, so y bar which will be minus d by 2, and x bar will be plus 4r by 3 pi. And again for your quarter circle, so that will be 4r by 3 pi and 4r by 3 pi. Both your x bar and y bar both are positive because this is lying in the first quadrant, and similarly area will be pi r square divided by 4. So this is how we are using these kind of figures for the regular problems, right? And the next we'll see one small problem. So where how to calculate this the CG of this T section. So this one we are calling it as the CG of the T section. So let us take, so what is the statement? Find the centroid for the given figure shown. So what do I mean by it? So this is the T section which is of 120 mm width, and this is what we have a flange part, and this one is of web part. In the flange, I have 120 mm the width and 20 mm depth. And the web, I have 20 mm width and similarly 120 mm depth. So if he has not given any of the reference axis, what you're supposed to do? Your first step is to what? I need to keep this entire figure in the first quadrant. So this is, I started it from here. So this is the origin of the axis. So this is vertical reference axis, and similarly this will be your horizontal reference axis, right? So once you're done that, once you fix this in the first quadrant, what I supposed to do? I supposed to divide this entire figure into two equal components, because I know the very limited figures CGs I know. So that will be either rectangle, square, circle, semicircle, or the quarter circle. So but here if you divide this entire T section into two parts, so this one, so let us take this first represented the first section. So this one acts as one rectangle, and similarly this one is also acts as the second rectangle. So here, so I have divided into component. The first component will be a rectangle, and second component will also be a rectangle. So what is the area of the first component? So that will be 20 into 120. So 120 multiplied by 20, so that will be 2400 millimeter square. And similarly, what is the y bar? So right now, y distance I am calculating. So if you would like to have the vertical distance, you're supposed to keep this one will be your, with reference to horizontal reference axis only, you will get the vertical distance. So what is that vertical distance? So this is the reference axis. So I'm keeping in the first quadrant. So this is the reference axis. So that will be what is the CG of this rectangle? So B by 2 and D by 2. So now this will be D by 2. So that will be 120 divided by 2. So that what I am getting 60 mm. So what is the area? So that will be A into Y. So that will be A into Y, which is equal to what? 2400 multiplied by 60. So that will be how much you will get? 1,44,000. And similarly, if you take for the second rectangle, so this rectangle, what is the CG I will get? So reference axis is here, but the second rectangle is here. So I need to start with from this distance plus of 20 divided by 2, because the reference axis is here. And what is the CG of this 20? So if you look at the derivations, so whatever the derivations we have done, the base we have kept as the reference axis. So with reference to this end, the CG will be 20 by 2, but the reference axis is located here. So that will be OX. So that will be 120 plus of 20 by 2. So here you can see the CG of the second rectangle. So Y distance will be 120 plus of 20 divided by 2. So that will be 130 mm. And again, what is the area of this one? So that will be 120 multiplied by 20. So that will be 2400 millimeter square. So if you apply the formula, so that will be, how will you calculate Y bar? So that will be summation of AY divided by summation of A. So that will be, so here, this one which is equal to, so this is what, if you add these two, so that you will get 4.56 into 10 raised to 5 you will get. And similarly, what is the total area? 4800 millimeter square. So that will be 4.56 into 10 raised to 5 divided by 4.8 into 10 raised to 3, which is equal to 95 mm. And again, so this 95 mm with reference to this, the CG is lying at a distance of 95 millimeter from your horizontal axis. So now, but you can raise a question that, sir, why we have not taken X distance? So why we have not taken the X distance? Because, so if you look at this vertical Y axis, so you will get the symmetrical axis, because if you cut this figure, you will get exact two equal parts where your right hand side should exactly coincide on your left hand side. So this red dotted line which indicates your symmetrical axis. What is the distance between the symmetrical axis? So the total distance is out of 120. The distance of this symmetrical axis will be 120 divided by 2. So that will be 60 millimeter. So here it is written X bar with reference is Y axis. So the symmetrical axis is located here. The total distance will be, so from this distance to this distance, which will be 120 divided by 2. So that will be 60 millimeter. I hope it is clear. So I will tell you the steps. What are all the steps you're supposed to follow? The first thing is, whenever, if you look at these kind of figures, first what you're supposed to do is supposed to fix the reference axis. If is not mentioned anything regarding your reference axis, keep this one in the first quadrant. So what I have done, I kept this entire figure in the first quadrant. And the second one is, so divide the total section in whatever the number of possible ways. So here I have I can divide into two components because I know about the squares and rectangles. So here I can divide these two into two equal rectangles, one the first part and the second one is the second part. And the next, after that, you're supposed to check it out, the symmetrical axis. Is there any possibility of the symmetrical axis? If you are able to find out the symmetrical axis, in that condition, your half of the work is done. So that will be total. So I am getting here one symmetrical axis, so I can divide into two equal parts. So the exact replica of this side I can coincide with this here. So I can easily determine with reference to vertical axis, I can get X bar distance. And the next one will be, it is not possible for me to calculate the, it is possible, but I cannot get the symmetrical axis. So for that one, I supposed to go for the previous, the methods for this one, method of the movement, right? So for that one, what I require this summation. What is the formula? Summation of AY divided by summation of A, which you will get Y bar. So that will be summation of AY divided by summation of A. So that will be, first find out the area of the first rectangle. Similarly, find out its Y distance with reference to horizontal reference axis. Find out what is the AY you will get. Similarly, for the second rectangle, find out what is the area you will get, and find out what is the Y you will get corresponding AY. So that will be summation of AY divided by summation of A. So what is the y bar we have? Summation of A y by summation of A, which is equal to 95 millimeter, and x bar will be 120 by 2, so that will be 60 millimeter. Clear? Okay.